is Netty, and I am here with Tomohawk. Say hello, Tom.
Hi. Hello, Tom.
And today we are starting a brand new series that we are both really super excited about, and it is called Big and Little Thoughts.
I like that name.
I do. So
It's almost like I came up with it.
This was Tom came up with the idea for this, and it was a really nice idea. So basically, why it's called Big and Little Thoughts is one, because Tom is 6'1" and I am 5 foot. So he is big and I am little, but also we are going to be discussing just random subjects that we think it would be nice to talk about, or things that you guys have suggested to us to talk about, and we're going to give our big and little thoughts on the matter, basically. So this is more a talky thingy, so we are not playing games at the same time, so it's a little...
No games.
No games.
No games.
No games.
No
games.
games.
No games.
No games. No games. No games.
So this is going to be just us talking to you guys and talking a load of rubbish for a little bit of time. But we are going to have a subject each week. So this week, our subject is... Drumroll please, Tomohawk.
Oh wait, that's going to mess up my audio. Oh wait, that's not audio. I need a drum kit for next week. Okay.
Yeah, drum kit,
Drum
please.
kit. Props. Where are my props?
Oh yeah, I've got my Netty Plays face pillow. You should have your Tomohawk face pillow on your lap.
Nobody can see my lap. They can literally see my wee head. These big headphones, which I really need to change.
Maybe put it over your face, the Tomohawk pillow. But anyway, we need to say our subject. We are discussing events. And so
events.
Our opinion on events, and like kind of not like a behind the scenes view, but what we're thinking and what we're going through.
Our experiences.
Our experience.
Seeing as last year alone we did like 15, 16 events in a year.
Yeah, so Tomohawk and I, we have been a little bit excessive with the whole going off to events. We go to more than what most people normally do. And so...
that's the biggest understatement ever. Like, I'm sure, like, you know, like music artists like go on tour less than we do. Like at the moment, like.
But
yeah.
For you, Tom, what would you say is the thing that you most look forward to when you're going to an event?
I'd say for me, it's kind of like it's kind of like really between meeting like, I won't say fans, but meeting people who know who you are, if that makes sense. And meeting my friends, because all my friends are like spread massively across the UK. Like, I'm from the north, as you can probably tell.
North.
Let's not offend people on the first episode, Netty. Let's not do that. Because everyone's from like everywhere, and I've got like friends in Germany, America, and everywhere else. So events is like a good place where I can meet all my friends and be like, "You're real.
Yeah.
You're real. Can I touch your face?" But and also meeting everyone, because like obviously like people from Twitter and YouTube and everything else, they're just kind of like that little name that pops up now and again.
Yeah.
And meeting them in real life, it's like, oh, you're the guy.
You're the guy.
You. That's him. Netty, that is him. Can you believe it? That's him. Like, that's what it's like.
Yeah. I think for me it's probably, I don't know, I think it's just like I get like a crazy adrenaline rush every time we go away to an event. So
that's why she goes to the gym, she's like, yeah, bitch.
But it's like the build up beforehand. It's like, because it's always mega stressful getting like work done and all of that, and so it's like this big mad panic, and then you're traveling and then you get there and then you're seeing everyone, and then you at the actual event you're meeting the fans, and then you're doing stage stuff and meet and greets, and it's literally just like a crazy whirlwind of like a weekend, I always think. Yeah. Like I think it's like just like an adrenaline rush for me. It's just like almost like where people get hooked onto like skydiving or like stuff like that. I get hooked on like, an event.
We can get you doing stage diving.
That would be so funny.
Just jumping in,
crowd
surfing. Just like, we've lost her. She's disappeared, never to be seen again.
The kids are taller than her.
You're there with the microphone. I'm trying to find a microphone on his headphones, so you can like, guys, I'm over here. See, props.
Yeah,
props.
We need props.
Any props?
Is there anything you've ever done on stage that you think like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing?
I'm trying to think. I honestly can't think of anything super awkward. there was one thing which I didn't tell you about actually. When we were I think it was the last Insomnia we went to, and we were doing a VR thing on stage. If you guys know what VR is, you basically like you put it on over your eyes and you can see and everything else. But what I was really worried about is the fact that obviously me having a bald head, you've got to put the strap on, and I didn't want to be facing a crowd full of like 10,000 people. I have a wrinkly head. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be there just like, look at my face, but look at the wrinkles. Like that was, and I actually didn't have we ran out of time, so I didn't have a gun. That was kind of part of me. I was like, thank goodness for that.
I think one of my most embarrassing moments was your fault. I blame
Me?
you. Yeah.
What did I do?
Well.
Oh, I know which one it is.
What do you think it is?
The Mario Karts.
Oh no! I wasn't even thinking of that one. Well, I've got two then. Two. Okay, so the Mario Karts one was I had never ever played Mario Karts before, and I'm there sat next to my best friend on stage, thinking like, oh, I can trust Tom. He's gonna help me. Like, he's not gonna let me look stupid.
You sat next to Dan as well, wasn't it? Me, you, and Dan on us.
We're like on the main stage. Yeah, it wasn't it like the final thing of the weekend as well.
Yeah,
it was like the closing. Was it?
It wasn't closing,
No,
but
it
was
wasn't.
like, it was pretty much like, it was like one of the last main slots of the weekend.
It was like a very, very busy slot as well.
Oh yeah,
And
full crowd, easy.
Tom's done a round, he's done his race, and then I'm there and the control gets passed on to me and I'm like, okay, Tom, what button is it to start? And he tells me, and then it's like this big countdown. It's like 3, 2, 1. I press the button. He told me reverse, so I just reversed backwards, so going completely the wrong direction. That was really embarrassing.
It was funny.
But my other embarrassing moment was for Christmas. Tomohawk got me a Christmas jumper, and he said to me that before he gave it to me, he said, "If I give it to you, you've got to promise me you'll wear it on stage." And so
Thoughtful,
I was like,
being thoughtful as I am. I'm a thoughtful guy.
like snug jumpers. But
You like snug jumpers?
But I was like, yeah, I'll wear it on stage, and he gave it to me, and it was a fun jumper. I like the jumper. If I could be bothered, I'll go and find it now, but I can't. But it's a really nice jumper, and but it was a Christmas one. And then when I went up on stage, Matthew Richards, the host, was like, "Oh, like Netty, like your jumper, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh, Tomohawk just got it for me." And I think it was even you that said it. Was like, "Go on, give us a catwalk," and they made me walk up and down the stage and do a spin in my jumper.
Oh, I don't even remember doing that.
I was so embarrassed. I was just
I
sort
don't
of
even
like,
remember doing that. I apologise.
I was really-
I honestly didn't remember asking you to do that.
it might not have been you that said it.
Well, there you go, then. So it's not my fault. I didn't do anything. I was just a kind, caring friend who gave him a jumper out of the goodness of his heart.
If it wasn't for the jumper, I would not have been made to do a catwalk. And actually, the amount of times that between us we've tried to stitch each other up on stage,
We
of
do
getting
it a
us
lot.
to like
Yeah, we do it a
dance
lot.
or sing or anything. Like the amount of times Tomohawk has stitched me up and made me do Irish dancing on stage at my
You're
invention.
good at it. It's all, you
It's
know, like...
It's ridiculous. He says he's a good friend. I was looking at my camera, like shaking my head. For those of you watching Tomohawk's view,
I was looking at myself going, I'm a good guy, these guys do this.
do you think? Well, do you still get nervous at events, or is that more like a thing of the past? Or
I still get nervous. It kind of depends, like, what it is. Like, if it's like playing a game which I'm comfortable with, I'm I'm very like focused. I'm like, you know how to play this. It doesn't matter who you're playing or who you're playing against. But like, it's happened a couple of times. Like being like really nervous. I think at Minecon I was kind of nervous because I went on main stage and did like a little segment.
that was a big
like,
thing, though, wasn't it? That's really cool.
Yeah, it was the fact I'd never played the game before. We're playing Creeper Carts.
Oh yeah.
And I was just kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I was like the second person to go up, and everyone's screaming at me, and I'm just there, just like, I'm on a live stream, like, that was pretty nerve-wracking. Yeah, but I get it a couple times. Sometimes I just get it, like, if I'm just walking around and stuff, I just get, just random bits of nervousness.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's good to be nervous. I think
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, no,
It keeps
definitely.
you on your toes.
Yeah, no.
If you're too comfortable and someone like throws a banana at you, you're like, what are you supposed to do?
I-
Really good analogy.
I think I always get nervous. Like, it's more the bit beforehand of kind of like, will anyone know me? Will I get booed?
Yeah,
Will I
yeah,
trip
yeah.
up? Like,
Who's this?
yeah, am I going to embarrass myself? Like, I worry when it's an event that I don't know very well. Like, so for
Yeah.
example, like where Minecon was only my second ever Minecon, and our
Yeah,
first
yeah.
event in America, I was really, really nervous about that.
Yeah. same.
But like when it comes to like insomnia and stuff, I don't really get
Oh, yeah.
nervous anymore.
Yeah,
Or more
it's
my
kinda like-
invention.
It's me. I'm here.
Yeah.
You know me.
Part of the old furniture.
Yeah. They just brought me in its suitcase, you know,
Yeah.
unpacked me without lighting. Obviously in a northern accent.
Saying different events, do you have a favourite event?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I will be really honest with you right now. I think probably one of my favourite events of all time was probably Playful Leads with you.
Playful Leads, yeah.
Because it was a small event.
Yeah.
We wasn't really known at the time, and we kind of went there and we met a couple people. We ended up doing like arts and crafts and stuff. It sounds really like dodgy and stuff, but
You were, they all thought, all the mums thought you were a member
Yeah.
of staff.
yeah. So basically, like what was happening? We had all these PCs and stuff set up around and everything else like that, and they only had like a couple of staff members there, like working the PCs, and I kind of knew what to do. So some of the kids were like, "Oh, do you know how to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no worries," because you know, if you need help, I'll go over and help and stuff. And then one of mums was like, "Excuse me, love, you working? Don't you come over here? Jason can't get on Beamcraft. It's a bit broken and that." And I'm like, I don't actually do it. And then the funniest part was I was helping this kid, and then this little girl turned around. She's like, "Hi, Tomohawk," and mum just was just like, "Oh, are you on YouTubers? Is that you?" Like, it was just so funny. It was just like,
good.
yeah.
The other really funny thing with that event was we had these like cardboard boxes.
Oh
and
God,
we decorated them like so to our skin. So like mine
Spent
looked like this.
ages on them.
Yeah,
Ages.
and like we was like sticking on like little squares of paper. We did like the whole boxes and stuff. And then Tomahawk and I went upstairs on the balcony bit, and we were doing a little bit of a vlog. That's the point. There's a vlog of this event. It's the March of the Robots event. It was like
March of the Robots.
I think it was like I think it was my first ever vlog as well.
Yeah.
I think it was one of your earlier ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of our first ones, because I remember we were on a train on the way down there at 9 o'clock in the morning, packed train, it's Saturday morning, Netty's like, "Hiya, this is Netty, and welcome back to..." And I'm just there just like, who is this girl? Who is this girl?
It was freezing cold, and it was
and
really...
we were having ice lollies.
Yeah, that's what I was
as
going to
well.
say. It was freezing cold. And we were sat on the train in the morning with all the business people with like ice lollies, like, hello.
That's how we roll.
And then I started vlogging really loudly. I fell off a curb whilst vlogging, and as I got up on the train, I grabbed the seat in front of me and pulled myself up, and I pulled the person's hair in front of me. It's so bad. But yeah, that event. So we were upstairs on the balcony. Back to the story.
Back to the story, yeah.
And we looked down over the edge, and some kid had taken Tomahawk's face.
Little girl, right?
And she
Yeah,
had
go on.
basically dressed it up, and it was so funny. She had put glitter all over it, big bows, sequins, everything.
Like a
It's like Tom had a
princess.
makeover. I like ran over to have a photo with it. I was so excited. But yeah, that was a good event. That was a really nice event, because although it was a Minecraft themed event, there wasn't actually that much of playing of Minecraft. It was more kind of artsy, crafty kind of.
We created those things on a 3D printer as well. I've still
Yeah,
got mine.
I
made
do.
like a little Enderman.
Yeah, I know. I had the Enderman. You had the Wither skeleton.
That's right.
Yeah, of course I made the Enderman. That's my favourite.
Of course.
But like, that was a really, really nice event. Like, I made a robot that had pens for legs, so it would run around the floor and like colour in. And like, we did like loads of really cool stuff at that event. That was with Adam Clark, also known as Wizard Keen, Stephen Reed from Immersive Minds, and
Dragonos.
and Dragonos. Yeah, that was a really nice event. And it was really, really relaxed. It was quite small. Yami came along. It was nice. Oh yeah, James was there as well. He was too tired in the morning. But yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah.
I think for me though, it It's hard to say a favourite because I like different events for different reasons.
Yeah, that's the same. That's why I kind of picked out, because it was like, it was either that or between my first Insomnia or my invention.
Yeah.
Like, it was really like, it's difficult to pick.
Because with my invention, it's obviously it's because every single person is there for Minecraft, so it's really, really intense. Everyone is there for the same reason, and it's very much like it's got a very family feel to the event kind of thing, and it's like a family run business. It's very it's very busy, and it is like we do, like they make us do stuff like eating Bean Boozled and smelling Tom's
Netty
breath.
loves hers.
I hate it, but and so like that's like a really intense and like nice event, and I think where we've become like so close with the organisers, it's kind of like it's almost like going away and like seeing friends, and then like just meeting like I think I meet more fans at those events than I do any other, like even if it's a bigger event. But like with Insomnia, there's like so much there to do. It's like a really busy event. I really enjoy the stage content there. Like I like being in front of quite a big crowd, and like we still like meet like a lot of people, but like the more recent ones we haven't been able to meet as many because they haven't been doing like the official meet and greets. But we still like meet loads of people, and that's a really nice event for the social side of it as well, because like so many of our friends go to it. Minecon's obviously incredible because it's Minecon, and it's like the effort they go into of like creating the scenery and like the like to try and make it like as special as possible, and like to make it feel like you're within Minecraft. So that's really cool. I don't know, we've been to so many, haven't we?
Yeah, that's the kind of problem with kind of, it's not a problem, it's a good thing, but it makes questions like this very difficult to answer, because every event gives you something different. It gives you, there's obviously good parts and bad parts, but it gives you so much kind of like such a broad spectrum to choose from on, like, the really memorable, amazing parts of it. It's I
think my first Insomnia, your second one, to me,
well, it was technically my first. Like, the first one I went to was with Squid, and it was I-49, and he was fangirling over people like Sips and Skyder's Minecraft, and I was like, who's that? So, yeah.
But, like, with our first one, I think that one was really special because it was, like, that was... it was it was my actual first ever event, like gaming event, and your first one as a YouTuber. It was like to do a meet and greet and go on stage, and like Charlotte, we met this girl called Charlotte, and she was the first person we met that actually had our stuff like on her t-shirt, like our faces and stuff, and we were like, oh, she's like our first fan kind of thing, and like we gave her a t-shirt, and it was just like so a bizarre, weird feeling, wasn't it? It was really cool. Yeah,
it was literally the first person like we met as well. She was like, and we were just kind of like looking at each other like, what do we do? Have you got a pen? What do we do? Netty, what do we do? What do I sign?
It was really crazy. Do you have like a most special moment you've ever had at an event?
That's a tough one as well. I don't really know.
It's hard to pinpoint one, isn't it? You can just say one. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most special, but like something to you that really stood out.
One that's kind of stuck out for me was actually Insomnia, my first one. And I remember there was me, you, Ash, James, and Amy. And at the time, I was like on the end and stuff. It was like a big meet and greet. It was like we had like 2 hour wait, didn't we? There was a lot of people. And I think I was on like 14,000 subs or something, and then I'm sitting next to Amy at the time. She had like over 500,000, and then it was Netty. We were like, I think you were on like 200 something.
No, I wasn't on 200 something.
All right, 180 something like that, thereabouts.
No, I think I was like just about 100k.
Okay, just about 100k, and then I had like Ash, who was like a couple hundred, and it was James, who was like 30,000-40,000 subs or something. And I was just sat there, and I was just like, no one knew who I was. I was kind of like, hi, you don't know who I am, I'll sign something for you, thank you. And I remember this little boy came up, and he literally walked past Ash, James, Netty, and Amy, and came straight to me, and his eyes were just like, he was like, hi Tomohawk, really excited to meet you and stuff. And then I was like, oh yeah, super, I had a picture of him signing, I had a little chat with him, and I was like, well, what about all these guys? You not want to sign? He's like, no, just came for you, and then went off, and I was like, that was pretty cool.
That's special.
That was pretty special.
That. I think for me, it's more, not necessarily at the event. It's like getting messages from parents. Like I had it after this Minecon. Someone messaged me and they had said that their child had been like really upset and how like I had like sort of spent extra time with them, and because they were shy, I like kind of like got them talking and like answered all their questions and stuff. And it's like it's nice knowing the effect we've had, and also like parents who have come to me. And like I've had it before that even someone gave a letter to one of the event organisers to pass on to me, so I still never even met the person, and they said that their child was like autistic and how I've helped them and all of this stuff, and it was like really, really special to get. And it's like I guess that side of it for me. Yeah, it's when the parents know you, because then you know
it's when
because that means the kids have talked about you, so therefore that means like you're actually on their mind and they're talking about you, and it's kind of a bit like, oh my gosh, like you know of me too.
I like that as well. It's like, they kind of say like, we watch you, you're a good positive influence on that to me is like a really like key thing. Like if everyone's watching the content and the parents kind of like approve of, not approve, but they kind of like it's hard to put into words what I'm trying to like get across.
Well, if they think you're a good influence on their child and they're happy for them to watch you and they're actually positive about it, then that's really special.
It means we're doing something right. Like know.
So, I'd say it's like their approval. Like you've got their seal of approval. Like my child is allowed to watch you.
You may continue to watch this man. He's okay. He's all right.
Why do you think you go to so many events?
Because you tell me to.
No, that's not true. you talk me into not talk me into, but you do it too. You'll be like,
Netty, you want to come to an event?
Do you want to go to Munch Race?
Well, yeah, I will take blame for that one. But I think for me is kind of like with YouTube and stuff. It's all like I've been doing it 2 years now, and it's still such a new, fresh experience. And it's like, if I'm given an opportunity to do something, then I'm gonna grab it with two hands and go for it. Because, before YouTube, I was in the same job for 12 years, and it was very repetitive, and I had no freedom of expression, no appreciation, and stuff like that. So doing this and people actually, wanting me to do things, I'm kind of like, I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah.
If I can go there and meet people and make people happy, then where do I sign?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm like, I need sleep.
I think it's just sort of sometimes like a nice like reminder as well that the people watching your videos are real people. They're not just a number.
Yeah, it's not numbers on screen, actually. People.
Like actually meeting them. And also, it's a really nice, because we'll be quite busy and we'll kind of be like, we don't really have time off unless we're going to an event. And so
Sorry, what?
We don't.
What did you say?
Time off.
Time off?
We don't.
And he's working. Hello. And he's working. Sorry, I thought you said time off. Go on.
We don't have time off unless we're at an event. So it's almost like the only time for us to see each other as well. And like for me, like Tom and Minnie and like those guys, they're genuinely my best friends. So it's sort of like it's nice for me to have that excuse to like go and see them.
This because this is going on YouTube.
They forced me.
I'm there just like, you say it. I've got a rubber band.
Hold up a sign. Let me get. Oh, I can't find a pen.
Netty, I won't let you out of that room.
I was gonna write a sign saying "Help me," but I don't have a pen.
Are you gonna do a nodding thing?
Yeah. Help me! I can't. Oh, there's a pen.
Hey, calm down! I'm not letting you out of my room.
Oh dear. We joke.
I can only imagine what you're doing now.
I need props for next week. I need props. Alright.
What is the worst thing about events?
Getting sick afterwards.
Yes. Yeah, I would say it's the stress beforehand of getting everything done, and then the stress of after coming back absolutely shattered, and then being ill as well, because con flu, like where we meet so many people.
Shaking hands, high-fiving, hugs,
yeah.
people spitting
when you talk.
Spitting.
Hey,
Hey, Tomohawk.
Get it? You do it all the time. I always ask you out weathers to do it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that for me. I mean, the stress beforehand is kind of like, I wouldn't say I'm getting used to it, but I'm kind of know that if I've got an event coming up, I'm like, right, you are gonna be not sleeping, not exercising right to get done. But afterwards, when I come back, you're just drained, and then it's like, yeah, I've got ill, and then that affects you when you're back because
then you can't get your work done.
Yeah, we normally backlog until we come home, and then or maybe a day or two, so we're like, oh, we can chill out, you know, and then it's like straight back on with working and stuff. But if you get conf-flu bad, you kind of like, yeah, I might not be able to make a video for a couple of days because I'm still, you know, and your voice goes. My voice by end of day 2 or 3 is like, hello, ladies, my name's Tomohawk. And all that kind of thing. So, yeah, that is probably the only downside. If I could do an event in a plastic bubble, I wouldn't, but it'd be nice if it was an option.
Bounce you around.
Yeah! Push me to the main stage! Except...
Oh, sorry, proceed.
I was going to say, you'd just probably kick me around, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. I would push you down the stairs. In the ball, so you wouldn't be hurt. It would
just wait a minute, I push you down the stairs.
It sounded really awful then. That would be your cut that then. It'll be like,
I will cut it then.
It'll be like a quote. There's going to be like so many stuff of like
Netty Plays 2016. I will push you downstairs, Tomahawk.
Like someone's going to get a screenshot of me holding up the help me, and then they're going to get a clip of me.
All right, Marina Joyce. All right, come on.
Right, so I'm going to ask you a serious question. It's not that serious.
Okay.
What is the scariest thing you think you've ever had to do at an event? Like, what have you most been scared of? Like, what moment for you was like, oh no?
I think actually, this is going to sound really bad, but it's not really bad. I was partnered up with Dan to do a team build battle on main stage at one of the Insomnias, and like, oh wait. Have we got any embarrassing questions? That just reminded me of a funny story with Dan.
We have done the embarrassing one, but you can go back.
Can I go back? Okay, so I-53 or I-54?
Is this embarrassing or scary?
Embarrassing.
Okay.
Okay, so I-53, I-54. We're all just hanging out in an evening after a very busy first day. And this was kind of like the first event that we'd all met Dan and stuff. So we were all kind of like, you know, how are we doing and stuff like that. You know, trying to, you know, when we go to events and we don't know people, we try and make the effort to try and, like, you know, speak to them, get to know them, stuff like that, because, you know, we're all in a community together. Anyway, besides whatever else is happening. So, it was me, Dan, James, and Minnie, and we were just walking around, and we walked into where the main stage was. This was on the evening, by the way, so they had like fun entertainment stuff on. They had Just Dance on on the main stage, right?
Now.
So we all walked in just to see what was happening, and one of the announcers saw us like, "Hey lads, we'll get you on next. Don't worry, we'll get you on." And we were just like, "Yeah, Just Dance, you know, we'll have a go at doing that." So we get on stage, and I was like, "Oh, what song are we gonna pick?" And the announcer guy's like, "No, I got this.
Yeah.
So, there's me, James, Dan and Minnie on stage, and then I think it was Careless Whispers, is it?
I can't remember.
Or
what
is
it's
it?
called. I think
Is
I'm
it?
gonna
It's
have
like,
to sing it, Tom.
it's like when it goes. It's a proper romantic song for 80s. Anyway, so I ended up slow dancing with Dan, hand on the hip, eye contact. I was there like looking at him.
Didn't you dip him over your leg?
I led because I was a bit, you know, bit taller than Dan, and so I dipped him. And there was so many pictures taken, and I ended up being in Dan's vlog.
Up.
Yeah, put in Dan's vlog, and it was like, it was just like the first time meeting him, and it was so embarrassing because like afterwards I was like, "See you later, dance partner," and stuff like that. But yeah, that was super embarrassing because I was just kind of like, I don't know this guy, and I'm slow dancing with him on stage.
See, this isn't my embarrassing story, but this is Zoe the Pigeon's embarrassing story. But it is the reason why I actually missed watching that live. It's because we had been out for dinner, and we were walking across, and it was Zoe's first time meeting everyone. She was a little bit nervous, and we were walking back over to the Rico Arena. and there was like this little slope.
Oh yeah!
Zoe slipped up, skidded down this slope, and I'm not joking. She was covered in mud, like from head to toe, like all up her back was just mud. And she screamed, and everyone just assumed it was me, but it wasn't. It was Zoe. She had skidded, so we were actually stood in the toilets. She had my coat tied round her legs, whilst we were washing her leggings in the sink in the Rico Arena.
Oh my
and then we were
goodness.
stood with them under a hand dryer. So I actually missed watching that live because Zoe had done that. She's going to kill me for saying that on the video. But I've done it now.
Sorry, Zoe. Just quickly to go back onto the scariest thing
sorry.
I've done. Sorry, it's my fault. I completely went off on a tangent there. So yeah, we were doing Bill Battle on main stage. It was me and Dan versus, was it Gizzy and what was his name? The American guy.
Aviator.
No. The one with the kind of
Fear
James-
Razor.
No, the one with the James-looking hair. When he had like a little headband on. Do you remember him?
Subception.
No.
Kibception.
I don't know. What? Anyway, so like I was sat next to Dan and I was just kind of like, right, Bill Battle, let's do this. And we're doing superheroes. So he ended up building like these amazing
yeah.
Spider-Man and Venom, and I
remember
love
this.
Spider-Man. I've been a big Spider-Man fan since like early teens and stuff. I was like, I got this.
Yeah.
I got down and I was just like, oh my goodness, how do I play Memecraft? And I ended up building a Mary Jane.
I remember
It was
this.
the derpiest thing you've ever seen. It was so. Oh, I was just there the whole time, like Tom. I was just like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry about it. I'm not there. Like, how do you play it? And we ended up winning, but yeah, it was. I was kind of like, oh, you're gonna mess it up.
I
You're gonna mess it
remember
up.
it.
You're
It
gonna
was
mess it
funny.
up. So yeah,
That was a good
entertainment as per.
Have you ever fangirled at an event?
Yes. Majorly.
Was it Jacksepticeye?
Yes, it was Jacksepticeye. I am a big fan of Jacksepticeye. A lot of you guys probably know this. And he was going to Insomnia. I was like, he's going. I was so nervous. Anyway, so we started in for like the VIP room thing, and I was so for ages. I was like, go up and say hello. Go up and say hello. Go up. And I literally went bright red. I got jelly leg. I was shaking. I was like, Tom, just be cool. And Amy ended up forcing me up. So I was like, I basically went like this. Hi, Jack. I'm a big fan. I like your videos. And I was just like, Tom, no, just speak normally. And I just took a breath. And I talked about certain videos, so I just didn't seem like a complete fangirl. I ended up taking a selfie with him, bright red, shaking hand, everything. And I was like, Tom, she's just done. But we were in the VIP room later. VIP room later. See, I've got nervous just talking about it. And we were all talking, and I made him laugh. So I was like, if I can make Jack laugh, then I'm doing something right. But yeah, fangirl. No, I didn't. Fangirling. I went bright red, shaking. It's the only time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
I have met some people, and it's the first time I've ever been like, besides the first time I met Stumpy.
And Netty.
I
I think for me,
mine your meeting was
we were
awkward.
awkward. We were really awkward.
We will get to that in a future podcast. Not podcast. I didn't say podcast.
First time. Well, yeah. Future video.
Future video, we'll talk about the first time me and Netty made, and it wasn't how you guys imagined at all.
Different.
It was.
I
There was a barbecue involved.
There was. Let's not give anything away.
Oh, I said too much.
But yeah, no, I think my fangirl moment wasn't actually meeting a YouTuber, but it was at an event, and it was meeting Bill Bailey.
Yeah.
Because I've watched a lot of Black Books and his stand-up and stuff, and I think his son was like a fan of like the Sidemen or something, and so he was in the VIP room, and like I'd heard rumors he was coming. I'm not joking. I phoned up my dad like, Dad, guess who's gonna be here? I was like really excited, and then I went into the VIP room, and that was the other thing. We did a meet and greet, and someone came up to me and they were like, oh, he's in the room now, like he might not be there later. And we were doing a meet and greet, and I was like, no. And then there was some people, they had cut the queue of the meet and greet because our time slot had like run out.
Yeah.
And they were really upset, and so I said to the people, like their helpers on the meet and greet, I said, "Oh, tell them to wait around at the end, and I will meet them, like just not in the room. Like I'll come out and meet them." And then I found out Bill Bailey was there, and I was like, "No, I'm gonna be even later now." I was like, "No." And so, but then I like met the people. I went there and I tried to act really casual. Like Wizard Keen was talking to them. I kind of like went over and went like, "Hi," and I was like, just had like the cheesiest smile as well. I was just stood there like. It was so bad. It was awkward.
I love you, Bill.
Yeah.
I love Bill.
But Tom, I think we're going to actually have to end this episode here.
What?
I know. We've been going for quite a long time.
Yeah, we had a lot more questions too. Should we just do a couple real super quick? Super quick.
Have you ever photobombed other YouTubers at an event?
Yes, all the time. It's part of what we do.
We do it. We even did it at Minecon to a family having a photo. We just went behind, photobombed them, and like after we went away, and then they realised it was us, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's that Netty Plays and Tomohawk!" So we just completely photobombed them. It was really funny.
It's got to be done.
But yeah, what's the silliest thing you've ever done at an event?
Probably me getting sellotaped to a chair and then you painting loads of stuff.
That's what I was gonna
airport
say.
security an hour later.
I was gonna say that story.
Yeah, that was fun.
Have you ever called a YouTuber by the wrong name?
Yes.
Who?
Stumpy.
Stumpy. Stumpy.
Stumpy long nose. No. I think so, but like it's always awkward meeting new YouTubers in that respect because you don't want to call them by the wrong name.
Yeah, and
it's
also I forget names really easily, or I won't know them, and then
I
it'll
think
get
I've
to a
stitched
point
you
you
up
can't
before.
ask.
I'm sure I've stitched you up before.
Probably.
Okay, no, that's mini.
Yeah. He's a meanie. But yeah, we are going to have to end that episode there. I hope you have enjoyed our first ever episode of Big and Little Thoughts.
I've enjoyed it. It's been very nice. It's been.
nice.
I thought we'd be like, question. What do I do? What do I say? But it's been very nice and back and forth. So yeah next episode. We will be talking about. Well, I guess you're gonna have to find out next week. But I hope you enjoyed
we
Little
can
Big
tell
Thoughts.
them.
Can we?
Yeah, because they can ask us some questions in the comments.
Okay, so next week we are going to talk about holidays.
We are.
Okay.
So our holiday experiences, favourites or embarrassing moments and things
Once
like that.
we were younger with family, all that kind of stuff. Like, drowning squid, not really because squid, you can't drown him.
Stop giving stuff away.
I'm sorry!
But yeah, so we will be talking about holidays next week. Also, feel free to give us subjects for future weeks in the comments. This is going to be an ongoing series, hopefully. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and so I hope you guys have too. So, yeah.
Goodbye from Little and Big Thoughts, and keep thinking.
Thank you. Bye.